The sun, the main energy source for all living creatures on Earth. Animals, birds, humans, and even plants. But how important is the sun for our birds? What are the benefits that the sun provides to our parrots? Here are 10 benefits our birds get from sunbathing. The best thing to do is giving your bird 4 to 6 hours of sun on a daily basis. If you can't put your birds outside for any reason, you can put your bird's cage next to a window, but our window's glass blocks some of the UV light. But it's still better than nothing at all. You can use as well special light for your birds if you can't put them under the sun. It helps, but it is still nothing compared to the sun. Let's see, what does the sun do? The most known benefit from the sun is the activation of vitamin D. This vitamin is responsible for calcium absorption. I've mentioned a lot in my previous videos about mineral block and cuttlebone, and what is the importance of calcium to your birds. I'll leave a link in the description if you missed out on that video. But the calcium that your bird eats needs to be absorbed by your bird's body. And for that, you need the sun to activate the vitamin D. It works the same for humans as well, so it shouldn't be a surprise to you that birds need that as well. Another benefit from the sun is the prevention of depression. For birds and humans alike, being exposed to sunlight is very important to our mental health. Staying in the dark and on artificial lighting is not as healthy as our beloved star. Sun. And that brings us to the next benefit, which is the strengthening of the bird's immune system. From my previous video where I talk about depression, I talk about how the depression makes your bird's immune system weak. Have a look at that video if you are interested to know more about depression in pet budgies. But since the sun helps our birds' mental health and prevent depression, it also makes our birds' immune system stronger. The sun also prevents mites and parasites that love dark and humid places. By simply putting your bird's cage under the sun, you can avoid a lot of unwanted infestations by these annoying insects. Did you know the sun makes a lot of cleaning for you? It kills germs and bacteria on the feathers and skin of your birds, and it degrades some toxic chemicals you might have around your bird's cage. We will talk about that in the video about cleaning, but never underestimate the power of the sun when it comes to cleansing the area where your birds live. It also helps the feather's quality, color, and plumage. It both helps the preen oil to spread across the feathers and drives parasites out from within the plumage. The sun also stimulates a natural molting cycle and prevents any hormonal imbalances. It enhances the bird's vision. All these artificial rays, we know they are very harmful to our eyes. Giving your birds time under the sun and its natural light, it improves their vision. Since we are talking about vision, our amazing budgie's eyes can see ultraviolet light. And as I mentioned in my budgie typography video, our budgie's cheek patches are important for them to attract mates and show their beauty. Well, this is done by reflecting the UV light that comes from the sun, and it gets reflected from their cheek patches. We can't see that, but they do. And finally, socializing. Of course, when they are in the sun, you will find your birds socializing, chirping, chattering, flying, playing, and everything. The sun means it's daytime, which means it's time to eat, play, and chirp. And from everything we've talked about so far, you can conclude that the sun helps them socialize, from preventing depression to reflecting their beauty, and make them preen and groom each other as well. One last thing before we leave. If the sun covers your whole cage, make sure there is a shady place that your budgie can go to if they want to hide from the sun. Otherwise, make sure to cover a part of the cage by a towel or anything that can help your budgies hide in case they want to. And make sure you change their water and it's full and fresh before letting them sunbathe, so they don't overheat. And you can try to put some type of a small dish filled with water, so they might like to swim. If you need help with that, I have a video about budgie bath, and you can go and watch it for more information about bathing. I'll keep a link in the description. How many hours per day or week do you give your birds sunbath? Let me know in the comments below. For more about budgies, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are watching this video from YouTube and hit the bell icon to get notified when the next video is up. Or like the Facebook page if you are watching this video from Facebook.